What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my stream. Today is the day before Thanksgiving. I appreciate everybody who is here today with me. Welcome to my stream. It's your boy JD once again with another live. Remember, my videos are not for financial advice, but only for educational purposes only. And today is an amazing day to be part of the Collar crew. Collar crew is having a CP 1.4 going to be put up for pretty much, adoption. Hopefully the entire Color crew, we're going to be able to vote on this right now. So at the moment, this is just proposed and is not yet into full effect, because as we are tag Dao LLC, Dao ran community, there is no longer a board and no action can be taken by Morpheus unless instructed to do so by the entire DAO organized community. This is just wonderful news. It is now Tag DAO LLC, part of, what is Collar Quest is under that umbrella. Collar, of course, as our face main token. Dog Tag, which is now our governance, and our full Tag DAO LLC face, and the Genesis mechanism, which is GEM, our play to earn token. So guys, we are here to get it started. So Tag DAO LLC now officially a Wyoming, USA limited liability company. Not very many tokens can actually, say that they are a full DAO structured. In effect, not just that, we're also an LLC DAO in full effect soon, once this proposed community paper gets fully adopted, which voting should be taking place very, very soon. So the file number is right here. You can go ahead and actually click on this link and it will take you to wyobiz.yo.gov under that business of filing details. And this is just wonderful, right? I couldn't be much more excited for some incredible news like this. Not only does this make it, or will make it, more than authentic, there is going to be a peace of mind because we are fully, multi-signature looked over by the DAO. There is no person really in charge. Yes, there is the multi-signature personnel within that, but it all comes down, the treasury and the reserves are basically fully controlled by the Tag DAO LLC, our DAO organization. It is just beautiful to say that with more than 101% certainty once the proposal gets voted in. Miguel Diaz, welcome, my brother. Introduction. Tag DAO LLC is a Wyoming, USA limited liability company, subtype decentralized autonomous organization. DAO file hashtag 2021-0010428443 that has a perpetual term with an effective date of October 13, 2021. Tag DAO LLC main project is Collar Quest, that consists of Collar Quest NFT marketplace and Collar Quest play to earn metaverse with the native tokens. Actually right here, there's a little bit of misspelling. I'm gonna have to tell Morpheus. It says Tokis right here, so we'll make a little bit of a note of that. Of course, this is still not, the official paper, but little changes like this is okay. We can make those changes. Of Dog Collar, Dog Tag, Genesis Mechanism, and Collar Quest Sparky, Collar Quest Land, and makes up for a fully community organized Tag DAO LLC. So beautiful, beautiful, upbringing there with the entire community basically putting forth 4 previous votes. So this 1.4 vote will pretty much overwrite every other proposed. So really, really good news there. The fundamentals of Dao Llc are and always will and always have been the community itself, as stated. To our future together by Morpheus. You guys can also read up on the history right here. We've been through this before, so this section right here doesn't change very much on CP 1.4. Going to the next step, here it says, Tag Dao LLC on July 1st, 2021, the state of Wyoming has officially recognized the Centralized Autonomous Organization, DAOs, as a new type of limited liability company. So we are a complete company under the Dao LLC umbrella, which is beautiful. All LLC DAOs are governed by the terms of smart contracts, and you know, pretty much I just clicked on something that took me somewhere. So the smart contracts, and you guys can actually go ahead and click that and see, and it'll take you to decrypt.co on the resources smart dash contracts, as you can see there on the image. So without the hierarchical control structure seen in traditional companies. So this is, you know, obviously why the board is going to be replaced by CP 1.4, because it's going to be basically control under a DAO LLC. On October 12, 2021, Tag Dao LLC was filed with a Wyoming, USA limited liability company, subtype Decentralized Autonomous Organization, DAO, as stated, and I said, you know, the file and is in good standing. Of course, you know, this is also very, very important. It is in good standing, so we are completely, you know, legit on that part. Also, the objective of the community paper CP 1.4 is to build on the mission and vision of self-governance, right? So to release more details about the Tag Dao LLC on all of our umbrella of things here in our native tokens. DAO, it gives you an explanation on that. You guys can read up more. Remember, we're all about DeFi, decentralized finance. So DeFi inspired the foundation of Collar DAO, and not to have a single person or institution that controls Tag Dao LLC, but rather the DAO votes are to instruct a person or institution to implement the will of the DAO. So, you know, a lot of understanding there that we, the people who hodl and have the governance token, currently Collar is the governance application to be able to vote, but later on that is going to change once our tag token comes out on Goji Crypto, and we're able to gain that token 60 days after a liquidity event, which I'm going to explain a little bit down below. Then you'll be able to cast your votes while holding your tag tokens. All current and future Collar crew are invited and encouraged to join or view the current or past DAO actions. And obviously you guys can go to the governance.collartoken.com where our DAO, you know, votes are casted on. You guys can also, please, I always emphasize on this. If you're not sure or you don't understand, you know, any of the language or terms that I used in my videos or that I'm speaking about here, you can either ask me on the live chat, of course, or you can visit us at discord.gg/Collar crew. Our entire team of crew members are there. Every single person, it is just as important. Every single one of us is Collar crew. We are all that make up, you know, this DAO structure, and we are so proud to call ourselves our Collar crew, and hopefully we have a lot more Collar crew members coming in as they are seeing the beautiful news of us being a official company of Tag Dao LLC. So members accept and acknowledge that no one person is directing or has a position over Tag Dao LLC. Rather, all HODL have the title of entrepreneurs. So every single one, right? We are entrepreneurs, to include Morpheus, who also will hold the title of ceremonial CEO that comes with no additional governance rights. The ceremonial CEO position is to implement the will of Tag Dao LLC. So, through the Dao is that the actions will be pushed forward as given, instructed towards Morpheus. So his actions will come, through votes and casting. He will not, be acting independently, and neither is going to be a group of people per se, or even the multi-signature wallet signees. They won't have more control than any one person. So pretty much it is all extremely fair, and everyone here has a very equal standing. Even Morpheus, the CEO, position that will be implemented from our Tag Dao LLC. Very, very important to note. Signing official documents as required by government agencies, interviewing and installing of the executive director of Tag Dao LLC, who will work with the ceremonial CEO in the base policies and procedures of Tag Dao LLC. This is why it is very important. Contracts and wallets, you guys can see this here. 50% of our supply, so from 1 quadrillion we only have 500 trillion circulating supply, as 50% of our entire supply was burned to the Shib contract, never retrievable, gone forever. And then the other 50% was locked fully in Shiba Swap, and the only way to basically bring it out of Shiba Swap, it is by buying and selling. So there's 100% lock on the 50% of the entire rest of the supply inside of Collar, unless you obviously purchase the token off of the contract that is in Shiba Swap where you purchase from, and then you own it yourself. So full transparency and then full acknowledgement that when you hold a token, you are the complete owner of those tokens, and obviously 100% safety, as there will be zero chance for any kind of rug pull. Obviously, much more confidence in a token that has this type of structure and system. And then, I also heard, as you guys know, Morpheus will be releasing his identity, fully doxing himself to the entire Collar crew and every community member. So you can inspect the Collar code right down here. Going to the next page, you guys can see the ERC20 token of Collar, ERC20, Tag, ERC20, Gem, and Tag and Gem have been audited by Certec. Okay, so you guys can also go ahead and check the PDF documents and release forms of Dog Tag and Genesis Mechanism Gem that are fully audited and audited by Certec. Tag Dao LLC multi-signature donation Gnosis safe wallet that has multi-signature with 5 people. So this is the address to that wallet where we can actually make donations to obviously help and push forward the project further. That is, if you wish. Additional multi-signature will be created for treasury reserves, and for the community protection, and to receive token drips from the tokenomic design contained in this document. So basically, you as part of Collar Quest and the Collar crew, and you invest your time into staking and farming. Inside of that tokenomic design, you're going to be receiving obviously extra rewards, and there's a lot more to cover, guys. So thank you so much for all that have stayed this long, and please smash that like button, subscribe if you like the content that you hear. We're only here to give you full transparency and the truth of what Collar crew is trying to basically build together as a DAO LLC now, right? So decentralized organization, which is amazing through votes. We are now fully a company, Tag Dao LLC. So, the Collar Crew community supports and welcomes forum for all to ask questions, offer opinions, and learn from each other. Again, I will say this, many of the things, even though I read and I say it out loud, are my personal opinion. And remember, I'm not here for financial advice, but just to give you the information from first hand from your boy, JD. So, moving forward here, there's a Matrix wallet and the Collar tag and Collar quest from the Sparkies, Land, etc. The ecosystem of founders who relaunched Collar, minted tag and gem, and are developing Collar quest. So this is the Matrix wallet, and it is perpetual and shall not be removed from the community paper tokenomics unless agreed by all parties and by a supermajority DAO vote. So, community conduct on Tag Dao LLC. You guys should read this. Community conduct is also very important, as you know, we don't like any foul play. Going forward here on the voting, you guys can see how Collar DAO until comes forward into Tag DAO. So currently it is going to be defined as Collar DAO, right? Because the voting is through Collar tokens at the moment. 60 days after the liquidity event, I am sure this portion here will be changed, and it will be called what you've been seeing from the top of the page here, Tag DAO LLC, once voting becomes effective through Tag HODL. So here forward, community straw polls, they're going to be staking and farming. Also another extremely exciting part when Goji crypto platform releases, hopefully this December. This gives our token the capability to leverage the as a service functionalities that Goji offers. They also offer Goji lock, Goji farming, Goji staking, Goji DAO, and Goji swap. These services are distributed by a decentralized application that interfaces a smart contract within the Ethereum and Polygon network, but not limited to any other. Other chains are slated in 2022. So obviously this is going to be very, very huge, as compatibility and ease of use and cheaper fees are going to be, you know, a way of the future to, you know, let's get rid of these ETH gas fees. I'm definitely ready for some lower gas fees, right? These centralized application provides, meaning I'm thinking here mean decentralized, right? Or it is centralized? I'd have to ask that question. That's a good question to ask. Does it mean here decentralized application or centralized application? It could be centralized application from this, but from the decentralized Goji crypto platform. So that's something that I would like to ask as well, if this wording is also correct here. But we continue. So application provides Tag DAO LLC. So that's the second part to note. So over here, benefits that scale rapidly and are accessible across the globe with security in mind. So as you guys know, Tag DAO LLC will benefit from all these scaling, you know, abilities in the application. So it would be super simple to transfer funds, and you hold the key, obviously, in a decentralized environment. We do recommend also the Nano Ledger X. I wanna really put that out there. So, you know, we definitely, most of us in Collar Crew are using. That's another way that you can protect your asset, you know, by getting a hardware wallet and using the MetaMask interface, which obviously is gonna work very greatly with the Goji crypto platform when that comes out. So Tag will become the Collar DAO token used to govern Tag DAO LLC. Dog tag and the reward and the governance token to Collar. So remember, the key is for Tag is going to be the long-term future of Tag DAO LLC. So it's going to be a very important token to hold. And remember, guys, the governance token tag is not just a governance token. It is going to be used in breeding, in fees, rewards inside of Collar Quest. It's also, going to be used to purchase your NFT Sparkies. And as you know, if you're staking and you're farming and you're holding tag and you have it in the system, right, and you're performing, the staking and the farming, and people are actually purchasing and needing tag to buy the NFTs and the Sparkies, and all of that is working inside of that system, and you're getting rewarded basically for using our native tokens within the system. So it's a win-win for everybody. Very cheap, very fast transactions, getting what you want, what you need on the spot, and obviously between those purchases and those fees and those treasury and the rewards, is just going to be a beautiful thing to partake in everything as a whole. It is an amazing utility, and the way that our native tokens are going to basically cycling between each other, with a use case for every single one of them. Collar is also going to be a token used to upgrade utility and abilities for your Sparkies. So every single token has such a special place in the utility of Collar Quest. You guys do not want to miss more information as everything continues to develop. Right here, there's going to be a one-time distribution of the governance token called tag. So obviously there's going to be held a liquidity event, and they're going to give out in this liquidity event the tokens for staking and farming inside of the Goji crypto platform. So the tag Dao LLC is not going to become into effect until 60 days post the liquidity event, deployed on the Goji platform as a service. Here we see the tag minting rate. You guys can read and look at this information. Same thing, stating the distribution. 75% is going to be the reward pool. 7.75% is going to be the treasury. 7.75 is going to be the reserves. And all of these are going to be overlooked by the tag Dao LLC structure. So this is really good, because not one or five or a few group of people are gonna govern that, right? It's going to be by all of us hodlers and pushing what we cast on the votes. If you guys have partaked in the previous voting in our governance, it is very simple and it's gasless. And it's amazing system to use, and of course it's going to be part of our future and continued future to bring more games aside of Collar Quest. Collar Quest Metaverse is going to have multiple experiences, and it's going to be nurtured by more players and more people, as a kind of like a sandbox. It has an SDK where you can actually create NFT experience of mini games or full games or different experiences within the Collar Quest metaverse, which is huge. So the tag fundamentals, design, and goals are to provide a market competitive incentive for staking and farming. It's going to be wonderful, guys. I really recommend, if you guys do become part of Collar Crew. Again, not financial advice, but I welcome every single Collar Crew member. You guys are welcome to join us everywhere in our socials, and we'll be there, to answer any questions possible. But as you become part of Collar Crew, it is a very big thing to note that this token is, to my opinion, again, I'll say it, to my opinion, is very silly to trade, as it's very volatile, and it's a very early young token, and prices do fluctuate. It does go up and down. Obviously, dollar cost average, if that's the way that you feel. If you don't want to buy the whole bag in one swoop. But there are various instances, if you've been following Collar, it has had some huge run up and has burned a couple of zeros already. About since I've been here, we've burned through 3 zeros, and there was a 0 that was also burned. So, you know, 4 zeros recently, and obviously we came back a little bit down from that because it needed a little bit of that correction, and we're looking to come back into this next bull run coming soon. And with this news, tapping into the unlimited potential of us being a tag Dao LLC, you know, basically is going to be a gold standard in self-governance. I'm just so excited for more people to hear about us, to understand, you know, what's been going forward. This is not a poo coin, guys. This is not a poo coin. With all of this detailed, you know, demographics and understanding into every tokenomics explained and given, there is information for you guys to go through 4 days. So, you know, obviously more referencing here on the staking and the farming section. You got a visual right there. I can't go inside right now of it because of the way that the PDF is in, but once you guys get it in your hand, which I recommend, going to docs.collartoken.com, you can go ahead and grab and see all of our previous adopted community paper and this one that is still yet to be voted for. So going forward, right here it shows you our gem token, which is going to be our play to earn token. It says right here is going to be a one-time distribution, and it is not going to be released until the Collar Quest game floor opens for gameplay. So this token, it is not going to be available, and it's not going to be sold, and there's not going to be any liquidity on it. This is, you know, specifically from when Collar Quest video game comes out, right? So right now we have just Collar excuse me, that is very recommended to get at the moment. And then, you know, once Goji platform and you're staking, you're going to be receiving tag as your reward token for staking Collar. Going to the next part, Collar Quest tokenomics. The utility of Collar Quest may come from the demand of players who acquire Sparkies, upgrade Sparkies with Collar, and also from Sparkies replicating. So that's the breeding portion, and in the breeding you're going to need both tag and gem to breed them, right? As you guys know, the native tokens have such beautiful, you know, it's like a crazy mesh of many things in one system, so beautifully designed. I really do like it, you know. I've never seen anything like this. It is the first time reading how these tokens will intertwine within each other, and it's all individual, and each one has a purpose, and each one is going to have so much value from each other, right? They're all gonna, there's no one wrong way that their value is going to go up pretty much together. I am pretty sure about that by seeing how all of this is being given and spelled out here. You guys can please do your own research. This is not for financial advice, so please, I really wish that you guys do your own research, and if you are going to invest, that you really see what we see as Collar Crew members. So right here, you know, it also says the Sparky is going to be for purchases with tag, breeding, ability to upgrades. The upgrades are going to come from Collar, and they're going to be paid from Collar, tag, and gem tokens. So every single token inside of the system, once everything is flushed out and live for us, you're going to see how that's going to work and interconnect with each other. It's going to be wonderful. So there's a 2x dog tag reward when the Goji platform releases, and of course there's going to be a 3x dog tag rewards, which should be coming out soon. I was really hoping for this one to be out on this time around, but I do understand that there's many things you know, in the works and information that still needs to be clarified before we are unveiled by the 3x dog tag reward. Coming down here, you guys can see this is our NFT allocation, which is called Sentient programmable assault and reconnaissance canine entity, for short, Sparky. The Sparky sales will consist of 4 different phases. Phase 1 step release consists of 12,500 plots that you may be able to purchase. Phase 2 through 4 will launch after land gameplay is released. So Figure J visualizes the minting schedule for each step release phase. Sparkies will be created as NFTs with random characteristics, abilities, and various skills, which may battle against computer-controlled opponents or other real-life players. For me, I always voice my opinion, of course. I really wish that these Sparkies come out after Goji platform. The reason for that is because I wish that they come out on the Polygon network instead, and we don't have to pay, the high Ethereum gas fees to mint them. Of course, this is personal preferences, and most people would say, hey, I want, to get my hands on the NFTs beforehand. And as stated before, there is a possibility that if the Goji platform, the marketplace releases on collarquest.com, that the Sparkies may be released beforehand, and you can pay in ETH first, and then when the other platform gets released, Goji platform, we may be able then to use tag as the main native token that is going to be used to purchase the Sparky NFTs inside, maybe the layer 2 end of it, right? So we can have much cheaper gas fees. The in-game Sparkies are NFTs and a unique digital asset exclusively owned by you. So you will own this digital asset, and any Sparky created or purchased through the game's replicating mechanics will be an original digital asset that can be played, sold, or transferred in or out of the game. That is huge, right? Because even if you're within our game, you can actually use this outside this game. Maybe join it to another metaverse and use that avatar, or maybe, just sell it on the open source like OpenSea, or maybe Rarible. I'm not sure on which other platform, but I know that in OpenSea you most likely will be able to sell it if you so desire, as you will own that piece of digital asset called a Sparkies NFT. To start playing Collar Quest, you will need to create a Collar Quest account and buy a starter team of 3 Sparkies. You can buy as many Sparkies as you wish to purchase, but you can only play a team of 3 Sparky at any one time. Those lucky to have more than 3 Sparky can choose to make any additional teams available to Collar Quest Academy. Players can also trade Sparky peer-to-peer, meaning you can purchase directly from other players or your friends. You can give a Sparky for free. Lucky you, right? So this is basically, a trading platform. You guys can agree onto how much you're given, or you can give it, to one or the other. Obviously, there's going to be a Sparky, when you buy it outsourced, there's going to be a revenue, right, of I think 5% royalty fees. So if you do choose to trade between friends, I think the reason for that is that maybe you may be able to skip that royalty fee payment, as you're not trading it openly, right? That's the only thing why I can see what peer-to-peer may work. So you may find, friends around, and you guys can trade like this. This is very, very, very cool. I see that being a very big thing. I see, probably some type of community webpage of people posting their own, Sparkies and sharing them in different ways. But I am sure inside of our marketplace, there is also going to be a location where you're going to be able to see other people's Sparkies, track them, and see which players have which Sparkies, and follow them if you wish. That is also going to be crazy cool tool to have inside of that, metaverse gameplay for the Sparkies. Collar Quest Academy is something that I definitely want to be able to partake in. I want to have at least, a couple of extra Sparkies. And like I said, I want to help some people that are not able to purchase a Sparky in the beginning, so that way they can have a chance at, learning the game, being able to make a little bit of passive income. And as they are able to purchase their own Sparky, I'll continue to find another cadet from the Collar Quest Academy inside of our marketplace, which is going to be very, very, very nice. I always love that type of incentive in life in general, and just very happy that you can do this in this metaverse. So Collar Quest land. Aramont is going to be the land, the Sparky homeland, and is divided into tokenized plot of land which act as homes and bases of operation for their Sparky. Plots can be upgraded over time using a variety of resources and crafting ingredients that can be found when playing the game. I like this aspect also because it gives you a little bit of an adventure incentive for you to do different things at different times. So, if you don't want to just spend your time grinding, in another game, it's called something else, but you're gonna get, gem and tag from playing the game. This is other ways that you can actually, get some fun time and value from what you're doing. I think this is gonna be really, really great. The resources and crafting inside of the metaverse. In addition, landowners might find tag tokens on their land plot. So remember, guys, land is going to be huge in any metaverse. Excuse me. Sorry about that. 1 second. Let me drink some water. All right. So, in addition, like I was saying, land is going to be very important in any metaverse that you participate in, and is no less here inside of the Collar Quest land. Okay, so I do definitely recommend. It is not, needed or required to play. What is required to play is just 3 Sparkies, but obviously you get more value. When you purchase the land, you can sell it further later on for a profit, or make different interaction or experiences inside of your land, and is basically passive income. So Sparky that occupy that land plot to explore resources nodes on the map. There's going to be many different ways. Obviously, your Sparky travels faster on your own land than other people's land, etc. That's one thing that was said previously too. So it's pretty cool. So when interacting with resources nodes, Sparky can find tag and potentially other resources. I can't wait to see what these resources and how gathering is going to work. Resources will spawn in nodes across Aramont and be used to upgrade both land and Sparky. Real-time PvE battles. There's going to be PvP battles. So there's going to be a self-breed of evil Sparkies called Darka that they're terrorizing the Aramont land. So these are going to be the NPCs there. It's going to be great. The entire Aramont will consist of a whopping huge 90,601 plots of land. That is a lot. Okay, I've seen some other metaverses. They have 17,000, 21,000, but I am not sure about some other land locations. But Aramont consisting of 90,601 plots of land is huge. Right here we can see the land types: road rich, brickland, tundra, Argos, Inception, village green. It says center, and then map, where is basically water, roads, or resource nodes. Because you can buy a couple of resource nodes, buy a couple of land that you're gonna build on. This is going to be one that I really can't wait. I'm super excited as a gamer myself. I'm already, really pumped about this. Land gameplay is still being actively developed, of course, and will be released in phases. So phase 1 in the gameplay mentioned above, and phase 2 will focus on turning Aramont into a virtual world with a focus on user generated content. This is really, really big because this is basically a sandbox style experience where, the world is going to be ever changing by the players within. So it's going to be a 24/7 world with players living within it, from players across the globe, creating content and making the world more alive each day. Obviously, you guys can see the potential just from very few small details here. If you guys, are excited about these other tokens and everything that they promise you, this and that, this is not just a meme token. Collar is not even a meme token per se, since a long time ago, if you really have been following the Collar crew. And then now, even much bigger, we are being basically rebranded as Dao LLC company officially, with a metaverse utility, which is Collar Quest metaverse and game, with native tokens within, such as Collar, Tag, that is our governance, and Gem, which is our play to earn. Guys, really do your own research. Again, not financial advice, but people need to start really seeing what we've been saying since long ago. This is going to be huge. Dao Llc. Man, I still can't believe I'm saying those words. Players will be able to create games using the Aramont SDK. As open source, it plays these games on the land that they owned. So it's going to be so much things going on at the same time. You guys can also see the minting of land, all of the information right here. On the bottom here, it says, can I purchase multiple land chests at the same time? It says, yes, players can purchase up to 100 chests at the same time of the same type, but you won't be able to buy different kinds of chests with one transaction. So up to 100 chests at the same time, but not of any two different in one transaction. Can I decide where I place my land? You guys can read up more over here. This is kind of a preview of what it may look like in the future. Again, this is not final land design. This is subject to change, of course. What is the advantage of having land plots connected to each other? So obviously, if you want to have an X amount of land, and you're thinking about it, it is recommended to buy them by the bulks, because they're going to be attached from one another, and then you can create, your environment there, and there's going to be different type of buildings that are going to require more land than others. So maybe it may be strategically smarter to wait till you have a little bit more funds. Instead of buying one land plot, you can buy two. The same could be if you're gonna buy three, wait till you have enough for four. That way you can fit certain things in that may take two land plots, or maybe you can build something that can take up to four land plots, things like that in that nature, right? More information on this is going to come out in the future, and we'll be able to know all the gritty goods information there. Every plot of land consists of 64 blocks, which is 8 by 8. That's stated here. You guys can go ahead and read up over here. This is going to be really an incredible time for us. My friend VNS, thank you so much for coming through. I did mine crypto before, just a little bit of it, just a little bit of ETH, and I mined Shib on Mineable. Thank you so much for coming through to my stream, and actually you are on Twitch, which is pretty great and pretty nice to see that I have a Twitch viewer today. I appreciate you. So going down here, it is how many Sparkies can fit on one land plot. So on one land plot, which is the 64 blocks, the 8 by 8, initially 3 Sparkies can be assigned to that land plot. So, pretty much later on, land can be upgraded to hold more by building specific structures. So, giving me vibes of what do you call the StarCraft type of feel, with the land and the building and everything like that is going to be great. Also, as you can see here, there's going to be guild mates, so you guys can create a guild. I can't wait to have a guild and group of people. We're also holding PvP tournaments and things like that. It is going to be an exciting and fun time in the land of Aramon. Please, 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 guys, keep yourself informed and in touch with everything that is to come. There's Collar Quest tokenomics. You guys can read up on this tokenomics as well. As I said before, so right here is the NFT royalties. NFT royalties gives a percentage of the sale price each time after the initial sale of the Collar Quest NFTs. The royalty will be 5%, and as you guys saw before, you will be able to trade peer-to-peer, or you can gift your NFT Sparky to somebody else. And I'm pretty sure that you will probably be skipping this royalty fee per se, and it's just great. The amount of choices and things like that you have already before everything coming out is all written here for you guys to see. Obviously, you can see the main page, the main view that we have right here. The Collar Quest battle, collect and earn looks really, really nice. Sparky NFTs, these are not the official Sparky NFTs. These are just probably the NPC side, and you guys will be surprised. I can't wait till I see the actual NFTs for the Sparkies and the design. There's going to be various type of dogs and breeds inside of the Collar Quest metaverse. We are still waiting for that. So right here it always states the Robert's Rule of Order of Conflict Resolution. Of course, the multi-signature donation wallet, project funding, the roadmap. There's going to be charity outreach. There is just so much going on, and of course the big news that you guys know. Going back to the beginning, we are now a full company, guys. Tag Dao LLC, a Wyoming, USA limited liability company, subtype decentralized autonomous organization DAO. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys enjoy with your family. Bless every single one. Happy holidays to everyone. Stay safe, and until next time, your boy JD. Take care, everyone.